I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play it down to get it.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Passing, it's Dalton, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Benjamin Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really,
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Hands up, 18. 93, 52, 93.
On first, here's Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At the 26-yard line.
Hands up, lady. 56. They get him. You go, 368. Hands up.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. Down to the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now to the air, Dalton. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Ryan now to throw on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's good for a Falcons.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Washington, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hands up. 368. Switch.
On second down, Washington, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. So Dalton now. And that's complete. It's Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Hands up. 16.
Into the hands of Lee on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
You ain't got nothing.
56.
3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running it, Washington. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
First down,
Completes it to Lee. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On 1st and goal, Washington, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's Ryan. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
93, 52, 93, 44.
They run with Washington. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Right back to Washington. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Give me that ball, 61, matchbox lights. Give me that ball,
now a draw play for Gore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with fourth down coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Washington. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down now, it's Washington. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Move!
Mike 54! In your face!
Now a delayed give to Gore. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
Well, certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
To throw is Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his second, third quarter in Indy. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And that's complete. It's Allington. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
On first down, it's Gore. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Ryan to Shepard, complete over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Washington. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a...
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On first down, Washington. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Los Angeles, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.